You mentioned a product in a conversation yesterday. Today you see an ad for it. You have felt this before, the unsettling suspicion that your phone is listening. The reality is more complicated, and in some ways more troubling than that. Your phone may not be listening, but it knows where you were when you had the conversation, who you were with based on Bluetooth proximity, what apps you opened before and after, and what sites you visited. That data profile is accurate enough that advertisers do not need audio. They already know. Here is exactly what your phone tracks and who has access to it. Location data is the most valuable and comprehensive category. Your phone tracks GPS location continuously when apps have permission. It also triangulates position using cell tower signal strength, Wi-Fi access point proximity, and Bluetooth beacon detection, methods that work indoors when GPS cannot. A continuous location history reveals where you sleep, your home, where you spend your days, your workplace, where you worship, receive medical care, attend political rallies, and meet people outside your normal pattern. Each of these inferences is commercially valuable and potentially sensitive. App permissions are the mechanism by which most data collection happens. When you grant a flashlight app access to your contacts or a game access to your location, you have signed over that data to whoever developed the app. Privacy policies, which almost nobody reads and which are frequently written to authorize maximum data collection, are the legal cover. The data collected by apps is sold to data brokers, aggregated with data from other sources, and used to build profiles that are more detailed than most people's own knowledge of themselves. The advertising ecosystem runs on device identifiers. On Android, the advertising ID, GAID, is a unique identifier assigned to your device that persists across apps. On iOS, it is the IDFA. These identifiers allow data collected by different apps to be linked together into a unified profile. The apps do not need to share data directly with each other. They all report to the same ad network or data broker, which assembles the pieces. Apple introduced App Tracking Transparency in 2021, requiring explicit user consent to share the IDFA. This reduced the iOS advertising ID's availability significantly, forcing advertisers toward other tracking methods. The question everyone asks, is the microphone being used to serve ads? The technical answer is that there is no confirmed evidence of mainstream apps doing this systematically. The more important answer is that they do not need to. Behavioral targeting using location, app usage patterns, browsing history, and proximity data can serve ads so contextually accurate that they appear to demonstrate audio surveillance. Your phone knew you were at a car dealership. It knew you opened a banking app afterward. It inferred car shopping intent without hearing a word you said. The coincidences that feel like surveillance are often just very good inference. Beyond advertising, there are two more serious surveillance vectors. First, your carrier. Mobile carriers log every cell tower your phone connects to, creating a time-stamped location history they retain for years. This data has been sold to third parties and accessed by law enforcement with minimal legal process, a practice that courts have increasingly scrutinized. Second, pre-installed software. Budget Android phones frequently ship with firmware that includes persistent data collection agents that users cannot remove. Research has documented phone models sending data to manufacturers and carriers without user knowledge or consent. The practical control set starts with location permissions. Go through every app on your phone and change location access to while using or never for any app that does not genuinely require continuous location, which is most of them. Weather apps need location when open. They do not need it running in the background at all times. Similarly, review microphone and camera permissions. Apps that have no business using your microphone or camera should not have those permissions. Both iOS and Android now show when these sensors are actively in use. Watch for unexpected activity. Reset your advertising ID regularly. This breaks the cross-app tracking profile. On Android, Settings, Google, Ads, WSET, Advertising ID. On iOS, Settings A, Privacy, Tracking Car, turn off. Allow apps to request to track. Disable personalized ads across Google and Apple's advertising ecosystems. Use a DNS-level ad blocker like NextDNS or AdGuard DNS, which can block tracking requests before they leave your network. This does not stop all tracking, but significantly reduces the volume of data leaving your devices. For high-risk users, journalists, activists, people in legal proceedings, the threat model is different. Pegasus spyware, developed by the Israeli firm NSO Group, has been used by governments to surveil journalists, activists, and political opponents via zero-click exploits that require no interaction from the target. Pegasus has been found on iPhones belonging to journalists in multiple countries. If you are a high-risk target, Apple offers Lockdown Mode, an iOS feature that restricts many attack surfaces in exchange for reduced functionality. It is not for general use, but it is the most hardened consumer configuration available. Your phone is the most comprehensive surveillance device ever built, carried voluntarily and kept charged. The business model of most apps is your data, and the permissions you grant in seconds are worth years of behavioral profile construction. You are not the customer. You are the product, and you have been paying monthly service fees for the privilege of being surveilled. If you want to understand who is buying and selling the data your phone generates, our video on how data brokers know more about you than your family covers the full data broker industry. Your phone is the sensor. The buyers are the other half of the story. If this stayed with you, how data brokers know more about you than your family does goes further into who purchases the data your phone generates every day. It is on this channel.